In this video, Marcia brings on one of her friends, Leanne, who she's been working with for about 4 months. Leanne comes from a family line of Knights Templars and was initiated into the mystery schools after signing with the Illuminati. She was deep in the SSPs and has worked diligently with Marcia, putting the pieces back together. In the short time, she's disconnected and dissolved curses and rituals, integrated a lot of altars, and opened up her psychic abilities. They're currently working on dealing with implants. They'll be talking about their journey together, and Marcia will further describe and demonstrate the type of healing work she provides. The views expressed in this video do not reflect the views of Super Soldier Talk or Healing Soul Survivors Inc. This video was made for documentary and journalistic purposes only. Welcome back to Super Soldier Talk. I am once again with Marcia and her friend Leanne. Marcia is a shaman and she has experience with SSP dark ritual removal, which is what we'll be talking about, and hopefully we'll get to do a ritual on this show.
Sure. Hey guys, so yeah, I wanted to introduce Leanne. I'm so sorry. Leanne and I met on Facebook and became friends before I really got started. So we were just friends and we were chit-chatting one night and we just felt a connection to each other. And while we were talking and I was talking about his SSP experiences, I started noticing her reactions to it. She was noting her reactions to it, which told me she had something there. So I was like, hey dude, we should undo that. So I just did it as her friend before I got started doing that stuff. And so she was the first one I did when I went in public. And which okay. So anyway, would make her technically the fifth, but you could say fourth person. Anyway,
I'm gonna grab some
so
candles real quick. Hold on. I'm still here.
oh, you're good. So we started undoing the dark rituals, and she had a lot of dark, deep stuff going on. And we kept untangling more and more and more, and we just became friends and talked all the time. And she started Leanne really understands what I'm doing now. And not a lot of people do, because Leanne has gotten in her power. So that's something that I have to do with the people that I'm trying to work with, is get them in their power. Because when you get in your power and you're aligned with source and you are in this, I don't know how to explain it. You're connected to something bigger and deeper than you. It gives you a peace, it gives you a calm, it gives you a power, and it gives you a specific frequency that you hold and you carry. And when you command from that place, that's when stuff really starts to happen. So I'm not just sitting here saying, undo this, undo that. And Leanne will be able to share a little bit more about what I'm trying to explain. So yeah, Leanne, when we first started talking, tell them where you were, like how, tell Andrew, what was going on with you.
Oh, there's a lot going on, Marcia.
I mean, as far as like, yeah, no, go ahead.
As far as like,
well, maybe you could just give a little background of your life and how you ended up meeting Marcia, and what's the healing all about?
Okay, well, mental health runs in my family, and I was 18 years old when that hit. And I don't think mental health is what they say it is. It's a lot of like entities and a lot of things like that. So fast forward to when me and Marcia started talking.
I'll start of what I can remember. So she had a lot of really deep, dark stuff unhooked when we unhooked the rituals, which is an intense experience, is it not? Just that alone.
It is.
It's like you're fighting. They want to stop because they're so tired, because these things are pulling off.
Yes.
It is like,
and you will reach a lot of what do you call that? Like interference when you're trying to get rid of these things. And we wanted people to know that, right, Marcia?
Yes.
Like you
And
feel like you're worse, but it gets better
yeah,
because they want to fight and they want to stay connected to you with these rituals and with these things. And I didn't know, but I've learned so much from Marcia, like how blackouts when you're younger are rituals. And
or
like I don't remember a lot of my childhood.
entities
So
or
that's
implants or altars. It could
mhm.
be a myriad of things. It can be a lot of things. I'm sorry, I didn't
Yes.
mean to, I just wanted to interject that. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. I even experienced an alien implant in my toe. My dad said that I got cut by a lid. What he just sorry, he dropped a can on my toe, and there was a big scar. And then I've come to find out it was an alien implant from the Greys. Now I spoke to a psychic, and I found out I was abducted when I was young. And I recall the day because I came inside and it was all like green, like it was really bright where I was. So there's a lot to this, and a lot
Yeah.
of people need to realize that, you know,
So
it's you don't
that is
even know it's
something.
happening.
Sorry. That is something that you could speak about as your toe, what you've experienced with your toe since we've been undoing everything, because we're constantly talking. This is not, I don't undo people and then leave them hanging. As long as they will
No.
talk to me, I continue to work them through everything that I know. That includes bridging the mind gaps, the potholes in the mind, which you're experiencing very significantly.
Yes.
Watch
Yes.
the mind blanks and so
Oh
many
yeah,
hours.
that's very common. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and
It's
so we
common.
tell him what we do to clear that. Leanne, can you give an example, or I can start an example if
Right.
you want to
Yeah.
kind of cut in. Let's do what we always do together because I want you in your power. Don't be shy. Show Andrew what we do.
And
So
just to remind the audience
Right.
too, this topic
okay,
for people who are maybe not aware, this is a very complicated and nuanced thing. They put programs, they do rituals when you have ET implants, when you have these horrible dark things that happen. It is extremely difficult. It's not as simple as, oh, I just feel bad emotionally and I need a little healing. No, it's like this is some serious stuff. And it takes a real pro to work with this, which is I'm honored to be with Marcia here.
well,
She knows what
thank
she's
you.
talking about.
Hey, I learn as I go. Leanne has taught me so much already. Leanne
Uh-huh.
actually helped me resolve a problem. See, I learned so much from these guys. It's always a blessing with these guys, and we always become friends, don't we? We just end up all
Mhm.
friends. So, um, shit, what was I about to say,
You're gonna
Leanne?
tell the story of Leanne, maybe starting with that implant on her toe.
Okay, we can go back to that. Yes. Okay.
Mm.
So as we were undoing things, her toes started swelling up to astronomical sizes. It was black and
Yes. It was
blue, and she
purple.
kept getting like these
Yeah.
electrical shocks running through her body, and it would lock her body down. And I have another friend who was going to come on today and couldn't. Heavy attacks. Um, from what we can are all getting, it's big time implants that are like
Yes.
um I mean it got bad. Let's just leave it there. So like super bad, like super bad. um and I don't know what's happened just in the couple of days we couldn't talk. So I don't know, but this is the process that will happen with these guys as we go to unhook these things. There's so many more things we have to continue go back and undo. Just because you unhook these rituals doesn't mean you don't still have hooks. They're anchored into place many times by your other half, which is all your other altars. So you have to
Yes.
sometimes undo several times with force and with power to be able to undo those rituals that were anchored into place so hard. But you can get them, and this is how you get them. You say, I call in the aid of all benevolent beings to aid me now in
So we
everything
do
I
that now, Marcia?
do. Well, I'm doing it right now, so
Yeah, whenever
Oh,
somebody
let's
ever
hear.
like mentions like this is what you do, I just like okay, let's do it.
that's me.
Let's
Yeah,
do this all
absolutely.
Uh,
Because
together.
you're going to feel this. The power of three is going to be much more intense. Leanne and I've been doing this a lot, so we're doing really good together. But Let's do a
Yes.
clearing right here, right now, and I'll show
Sure.
you things that Leanne and I do. So she'll call me, she'll be a little off. I work to pick her frequency up. I'm really good with that. We work to burn through mind through trauma, and we do a process with the vortex that I show how to burn that trauma and use that raw intense energy to attack or protect. And it's extremely powerful, and it also burns the trauma out of you, which creates the hooks. Once you burn the trauma out, and I learned this with Chris Moore, the guy that's just trying to come out. He still can't talk about a lot of this stuff. He's still got a lot of trauma he's burning through. But things he does that we had to learn for him to do, he had a lot of and Leanne can vouch for this. You get like loose wires in your mind. The pathways don't
Yes.
connect. And he ripped off so much so fast that it was bad.
Mm-hmm.
It was bad. And you could see this frazzled look on his face. He didn't know how to handle anything. So what I would do is go in meditation. I would get in my power, which I'm going to show in a minute. That's what I was going to do a minute ago and forgot. See, there says mind blanks. So when that happens, you got to make sure you do it.
Yes.
Hold on, we got to go back to that right after I say this.
Very
But we go
important.
in our power, and we would, it's a different frequency, and command the pathways to reconnect. And after doing that for a while, it started smoothing out. Everything started smoothing out. He also uses a vagus nerve reset. This is super important because the vagus nerve is where all this trauma is stored. And as you vibrate that with that reset, it pulls all that trauma out. And I'm talking fast. Chris has been doing it now for like, God, what's it been? Maybe it's a few months, maybe 6 months. And I'm going to tell you, he can't hold any trauma down anymore. The minute anything hits him, if he doesn't sit up and process it consciously, when he goes to sleep, he's processing as he's sleeping, and he's crying like hell into his pillow and his blankets, and it's just a puddle of tears. So his body is automatically starting to process this trauma. And I'm going to tell you, if you got a lot like that, man, it's an emotional roller coaster.
Emotional
He's
roller
actually,
coaster. I've actually. This is funny where that you hit me up to do this today because I'm like exactly in the position where I need this. I have my own things I need to work out. These trauma triggers, these things that put me into a spiral, and I would consider it targeting because then all these
yeah,
thoughts come out of nowhere, and it's like omega programming. It's all this
yes,
stuff, self-destructive patterns, and it's something that I've had for a long time, which, it's
yeah,
hard to become even aware of it because, it was normal. Nobody ever told me, hey, this is like not normal. Like this is a thing that's artificially put in you.
exactly.
So
You're
yeah.
exactly right. So Leanne can tell you about the distractions. They use distractions. They'll
Oh my
distract you with all these
gosh.
crazy little thoughts. Like I have one person, it's
Yes.
I need a drink. I need a drink just out of nowhere. It's just with Leanne, it'll just be
Food.
random anything.
I need
And
to make supper.
yes,
Random
yes,
things,
yes,
right?
he's always eating. But also but also I've gotten to watch in real time the mind pits, the mind blanks, and we have to work through that. And I'm going to
Mhm.
show you in a minute. I know I'm
Cool.
kind of trailing off, but we
You're
need
all
to go
good.
through this.
I'm with you.
And also the triggers from text. We'll be in the middle of something. She's getting text or
Yes.
message. She's checking them, and there are trigger phrases in them, and they are
Mm.
knocking her into the
Mm-hmm.
programming. And I get to sit and watch that. I'm like, whoa, because she'll be like on fire, and then out of nowhere, boom, she is all messed up, and I can see her working back out of that. So
Mm-hmm.
that's stuff that I'm good at. But this toe started amping up with her so freaking bad, and it blew up. And the other person that was going to be here has the same exact situation on the same exact toe. Their toe skin was always too hard to cut with a knife, and it always
Mm-hmm.
felt weird. I got a helicopter. Hold on.
Okay.
Leanne,
Okay. What are we doing, girl?
I call in the assistance of all benevolent beings to clear all malevolent forces from me right now.
I call in the
I
aid
speak
and
not to
assist
the
of all
source, but as
benevolent
the
beings
source
to aid and
of all
assist us right
sources.
now.
And I
Speak
command
not to
either
the
to
source,
go
but as
obey
the
me.
source of all sources, and
I
I command
command
either to
all
obey me.
malevolent interference to stop
I
now.
command all malevolent interference to stop now.
All right, Leanne, vortex.
Okay.
Attack. circling, but far away. I can hear him.
Going
But
away?
he's going. He's going. He's going.
Good, good.
All right. Sorry, I had to do that.
Let's go.
Nice.
Okay,
Oh,
sorry.
don't apologize.
So, as I told you, there's a frequency you're going to get in when you truly find your power. This is what I spend all my time trying to show people. Do I not, Leanne? Get in your power. This
She's
is
so
how
good
you
at
do it.
getting people in her power.
Okay, so
You got me in mind, girl.
Andrew, we're going to get back to the toe story, and we're going to get back to a lot of other things.
Oh, good. We can go any direction we want. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do something
Sounds
with you
good.
really quick. I want to do something with you, okay? If you read the apocryphal books that were hidden from us, all those apocryphal books, which I'm sure I've mentioned before, they explain that we are in a distortion, that our true energy comes from outside this distortion, from the pleroma, and they call it the monad. Okay,
that's the monad right there. That's the monad.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, yes.
Leanne, you had
Beautiful.
that drawn on your forehead, and the chick
I
that was
drew
going to
it.
come on today,
I
she
did.
got
I
out
did.
of nowhere.
Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. Oh,
me.
wow. I am the monad. Oh, why didn't I think of that? That's a great. I am the monad. Look at that.
That is something
I am the monad.
Beautiful.
That's something these they're saying that Jesus said in those apocryphal books. Is
Yeah.
I am the monad, and that symbol, and you should have that in your wallet or wherever you go with you, and reassert every day. I am the monad. I am that frequency. I have the whole of God force behind me. I am not of this place.
I am the divine spark, right? Marcia?
Channel it down through me. I speak from there, and I command the ether to obey me. And then you speak with force. I command the dissolution of whatever. And so what you got to do is get yourself in your power. You've got to realize you are their power source. So you're the one with the power, not them. And then we have these wonderful things called emotions, which they have used against us. We have found how to turn that against them. And that also transmutes the trauma. I have burnt my damn nervous system out so much with so much anger, it would blow your mind.
Girl.
I had to go by that tree for healing. So here's what we do.
It's not just a tree.
Yes, Elizabeth. Sorry. She channels her, and she's an amazing channeler. So she will pop in like that sometimes.
Yeah, we did introduce that soul.
It just comes
in the previous video I did with her. We did a whole meditation with her.
I love it.
Okay, so Andrew, Andrew, let's do this really quick. I want you to connect with that monad frequency from outside of here. Channel it down through your crown and down through your feet, pushing all dense energies down through you and out of you. Feel the whole of all benevolent forces behind you. We ask them to assist in all of this today. Protection, healing, guidance, upgrades. They will not assist if they don't know, because they won't trample on your journey, because they follow the rules. So you have to ask, and you have to ask specifically. But we only call them benevolent forces. That's it. Nothing else. Ever.
Yeah.
And then go in your power and say, I am God's source. As you radiate that energy down through you right now and push everything dense off, take it out around you and burn all energy cords off of you, and burn all cords to any dark energies or entities. Put yourself in your power and say, I am the monad frequency. And I speak from that place. I am a God spark. I have dominion over my reality. The only reason I
dominion over my reality
is there's a time lag. I create everything, every thought, emotion, everything I do is creating something in the astral right now. I'm going to focus that. Instead of letting it go here, there, and everywhere, I'm going to focus my energy, my direction, my control. So I'm going to focus, and I'm going to start this vortex around myself. All right, y'all do it with me. Vortex around myself.
And I welcome the audience to join us in this.
Absolutely.
This is going through all time, whenever you're watching.
The center of this vortex is this giant Buddha. He is blue and translucent. and he will sit over top of you with peace, love, and pure monad energy. And you will expand that energy, that column of energy, out from you, far away from you. And around the outside of this rages a vortex. It is spinning. And the monad energy on the inside is transmuting the dark energy we're sucking in to this vortex. Around the outside of this vortex, there are 3 dragons eating the dark energy, blowing up from it, gaining energy from it, transmuting it into power. They are eating the dark energies. As this vortex rages, you want to suck in and eat all malevolent energies and entities inside of you, outside of you, all negative influences, all observations of me that are malevolent. We eat you now. See this vortex grabbing these dark streams of energy from all of these entities and eating them and transmuting them into pure raw power for you. You know how they eat our energy? Eat their energy. Eat them. Eat everything around you. And you're just transmuting it into light. You know, it's not you, it's this vortex, but it is you. Because you're going to focus your energy until it becomes powerful. This is how you do this. Now, as this vortex rages, when you have an emotion, okay, the last 2 days I had to burn a lot out. So I had a lot of hurt and a lot of anger. So
me too, my dear, me too.
Okay, so this is what you do as that vortex rages. You stand there and you pull it all up. You flash every memory in your mind of all the hurt and all the pain, and understand that it is because they are here infecting us and doing this shit to us, and we have to make it stop. Bring up that sacred rage. Bottle that emotion up. And as that vortex is raging, see it come like an attack. I don't care what you visualize. We have certain egregores we use, and they're powerful.
I'm going to mention that, Marcia.
Huh?
I'm sensing them like my unicorn.
Yes, exactly. So what you do is, instead of letting your attention and your focus go to TV, go to games, go to this, go to that, focus your energy intently on this plane right here, right now, and everything you do. So we pre-clear everything. And as this burns, we're throwing our emotion into it. We're taking it up, and we're seeing this attack come out, boom, from the right side, and attacking the shit out of anything that won't leave. You have to be aggressive. I've tried love and lighten them. It doesn't work this day.
Doesn't always really work like that, yeah.
It doesn't. You have to attack them full force like they're attacking you, because they don't give a shit if you love them.
Yeah.
You just got to go at them full force. And this is something, when I brought out that warrior energy, that warrior mentality, that feeling of, I am going to fucking come after you. I don't care what happens to me. When I brought that out and I got my power with that shit, everything stopped. But you have to stay connected with source energy. That is the column running down through you. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, I'm listening. This is great. Incredible. Step into your power, right?
This is how we're transmuting the dark energies. Believe me, I burnt through a lot in the last 2 days doing this. I do it all the time. It's just normal to me now. And in the process of doing that, you're eating energies, entities, negative egregores, anything in the astral. I'm clearing that shit all the time.
Yeah.
And because everything we think and feel and everything is going into the astral, creating something, and it's all crap. Everybody's creating crap. We gotta like transmute that shit. So the more people that do this, the cleaner the astral becomes.
Right.
The more astral parasites you're cleaning up.
Yeah, which is great if anybody's joining us in this, because the more of us that are doing this at the same time, we're not only helping ourselves, but the whole collective.
Yeah.
So,
Connect.
That's it. The collective.
All you gotta do is sit in meditation and reach out to the collective, and you will feel them, and you will get power from them. You will feel the connection. They're spread out everywhere doing their job. Connect.
You know, that really woke me up, what you just did. I feel completely different. And it was that simple. I haven't been doing that. You know, I have somebody in my ear telling me, you know, you got to be doing this every day. This is like real work. I've been like putting it off. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'll be fine. And then, you know, conflicts happen. So this is great. What it
is it's a combination. Tell them, Leanne, when we put your protections in, that was hard. It took everything she had.
I couldn't go print them.
because she
Yeah,
had
I
them.
tried.
Something was trying to stop her, and I was like, Leanne, go do this, go do that, and it kept trying to like trail her off on distracting thoughts.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Mhm.
Leanne, focus,
Girl,
focus,
yeah.
and it was hard. She had to push herself through that so hard,
Yeah, I'm
but
going through
she
the
got
same
through
exact
it,
thing.
and everything shifted,
And
did
I
it
would like
not?
to say, Marcia,
So
yes, it's very important to put up your protections because you need a space of clarity. You need a space of peace where these entities can't come in.
it's your
I feel
borders.
like we need to have a sacred space, right?
Yeah, see, we're
very
not
important.
claiming our borders and boundaries with these entities. That's
Mm.
what those lyrics are. They are claiming borders and boundaries. And if you come on this line and it's getting you in your power, which is that frequency you need to hold to put these out, it ain't just putting paper out, it's focusing on the words and embodying them and embodying that frequency and pushing that into the words. That's what makes the difference, right, Leanne? So,
Right. You got to get in
Leanne,
your power and believe. And
Mhm.
it's very important to
Exactly.
believe.
Yes.
Leanne was dug in deep. She had a lot of we're working on like trauma stuff right now and integrating. We've integrated altars. That's been great.
Mm.
That's why I had to do this pre-recorded. I get talking faster in my head and keep up sometimes, but it really is a matter of getting in your power and understanding you have control over them, but no one's putting out their borders and boundaries to these entities. I used to listen to like psychics, and they would say entities were bothering them all night long until they told them, look, between this time and this time, you can't bother me anymore.
Mhm.
And that solved it. It's as simple as that. No
Yeah.
one's thinking to put out, I need to put out borders and boundaries and procedures to everything that comes within my field and
Yes,
be
it's
very
your
strong.
life, it's your rules. You set those boundaries, you set those rules. Nobody else. Don't let other people declare them for you. You are the one to make that decision and say it out loud with your mouth.
And if
It's very
anyone
helpful.
needs that, I
Yes.
put that out for free on my Facebook page. It says for clearing a personal space. Just scroll down. It's not that far down. It says for clearing a personal space. It tells you to where to pick up the certain lyrics and to print them out and embody the frequency. And these are songs that I posted. They're free for everybody too. They're clearing, healing, empowering. Are they not, Leanne? We use
Oh
them
yeah, girl.
to
What's your
integrate that
favorite lyric?
alternate.
I just saw a fairy fly by you, Marcia.
Do what?
Fairy
There
fly.
was a fairy that flew by
Oh,
you.
really? Cool.
Also, when you were doing
Yeah,
when you
I
started
swear to
doing that
goodness.
first vortex with the helicopter, there was a leaf that was flying around you. It
Oh,
just
cool.
went once by the camera, but it looked like it was going in a vortex for a
Yeah.
while. Also, I saw you were
That's
kind of like,
amazing.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I was clicking in because
Hmm.
when I have somebody, when I know something's going on, it just clicks me right in. So
Hmm.
here's the key: put out your borders and boundaries. And then you have to speak with power to disconnect things, and you might have to do it over and over on some things. You can get the bulk of it off with me, or
And it's good to
also,
have a Marcia.
yeah, because like when people are getting tripped, this happens a lot when we're doing it. People get tripped up on the words, and they can't hardly. I have to slow down really slow to get people through the rest of removing the rituals.
It's more so about the intention than the words. Like, yes, words are spells, but it's really the intention you put behind the spell that's the
Yeah.
power. So it's you need to like it doesn't matter what words you use, it's about what you mean by it, right?
Exactly. It's a
Mhm.
frequency that you will embody. And when I went into this frequency and I learned how to line up with it, that's when I learned with energy work, I really had power. I could really clear everything. And then as I got more and more and more focused with my visualizations, because you have to understand that's forming in the astral. And if you take all your energy and focus that's going here, there, and everywhere, and you direct it and you put something to it every day, man, you start breaking things open you never thought you could break open. So I want to get back to a couple of experiences with Leanne that I think are very noteworthy.
Okay.
One thing is she could not, all she saw was darkness. She could not have a connection to source. And we broke that open, didn't we?
Yes.
So can you tell
I
him
felt very disconnected.
Yeah, we actually have that on a Zoom call between us that we held back, and she goes, "Oh my God, look in my eyes! Look in my eyes! My soul's returning." Her eyes were just glowing right here.
Sparkling, girl.
Yeah, like
Nice.
we were thinking about maybe putting that out with, we can let you
If you
break.
send me the video, I'll edit it in.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
I'd love
really good.
that.
We have to go through it and make sure there's nothing in it that we want out. But we also, so she has connection with source now, and she channels source all the time.
I channel source, yeah.
Oh, wow,
And
nice.
she taught me when we were working together, she taught me how to fix Chris's problem, Chris Moore. He don't care if I use his name. When he would connect to anything, if it had a dark energy, it would travel back to him and crawl all over him. And I was watching this pattern with Leanne, and we would be on the phone all the time. And I was like, Leanne, you just channeled source. I said, just connect to source and channel the information about whatever you're, you know, take your attention away from the entity or whatever it is, plug in the source and channel the information. And so she started doing that. She's doing good. Are you catching yourself with all that now, right? Really good. Leanne?
Catching myself with what?
With staying connected to source or benevolent beings at all times.
Yeah, I'm sensing more of a connection with them.
That's an infinite.
I hear them sometimes.
It's an infinite creative power source. It's always great, and that's something else that you can use as kind of like a weapon. You can use it as a shield, as a weapon, as a information channel, whatever you want. It's infinite. It's literally anything you can think of. You can use it for that.
Yeah, and we clear like.
And I think a very important thing, Marcia, too, putting on the armor of God. It's very important.
Yes, her mom come through and said that, and we did that. Just think that right now. I'm putting on the armor of God. Think that, Andrew, and feel that shift.
I'm putting on
it
the
feels
armor
like
of God.
Whoosh.
Yeah, you can imagine it too.
Do you feel a shift?
Yes.
I do when I do that. We were like, whoa, that was cool.
It was. My mom always said that. And like now I realize how important it is. It's,
So it really, do you see how you get a shift with something simple like that? Can you imagine how much you can do when you truly focus your energy and your focus and stay in that frequency of I am God's source. I am a God's heart. I am creating my reality. This is proven. This is scientifically proven. We're creating every damn thing. There's just a time lag here. So if you just understand that and quit looking at the time lag and just go, okay, this is what I'm going to create and quit worrying about it and truly focus on it. And that's something I'm good at getting people into is how to focus on what they're trying to create. I have a lot of tricks we've figured out, and it's helped with undoing the rituals and things like that, like chaos magic, where we were just doing that the other day. Leanne was approached by the Illuminati.
Oh, yeah?
I was going to mention that, yeah.
That's interesting. I want to know.
Yeah.
You want to know,
Why
they seem to be all love and light, and they wanted to have me initiated, have me to be part of the organization. But,
I have a little Illuminati symbol with the cross over it, just so you know. Anti-Illuminati.
Yeah, we don't like that. Anti.
Good.
I found out what they're about. They were stealing my energy, and I had to approach a shaman in order to get it removed, whatever they did to me. So yeah, we don't like them.
Yeah.
We'll just put that out there.
They make themselves very difficult to like. It's almost impossible.
So, I mean, you can imagine how much stuff she's had to untangle. And we started this, about 2 months ago? But Leanne is awesome. She has put the pedal to the metal and burned through everything and gotten her power. And as things are happening, we're on the phone together. We are unhooking things. But I do want to get back to this implant before I forget your toe.
Yeah.
Leanne started after this. We kept targeting implants. Now this stuff can do some crazy stuff to people. Okay, it is scary.
Oh yes, it can.
We're targeting those, and the one, like I said, her toe swelled up real bad, and it kept like doing shocks up her and like stopping her body.
Yeah, it would hurt. It would just mess with me really bad. Tylenol didn't even help.
Right. The other person has a lot of that too.
Yeah.
And then, so that both of their toes was too hard to cut with a knife. So Leanne, the skin busted, and she started pulling it off. And we have this on video where what she was pulling off wasn't skin. It looked like latex. Like it was weird. It was too hard to cut.
It was crazy.
When she pulled it off, it looked like little thin sheets of latex like this.
Yeah.
And then they put stuff underneath. We could even see the little drill hole back to the something black back there that we feel was the
implant. There was something black.
Yeah. And that is gone now, right? You couldn't see that.
Yeah, my toe's healing, girl.
Yeah.
I don't see anything of what was happening.
Every time we would go at it, it would swell up and be like Yeah, it was
It
crazy.
was really swollen and I
Mhm.
couldn't even walk on it. And then it just got really big and I don't want to be gross, but
It's
like
okay.
it popped. Like I had to
Ooh.
clear it. As soon as I got rid of the pus and whatever was inside of it,
Mhm.
it started to calm down. I'm new to this, right? Like I've
Yeah.
never known to have an implant.
Mhm.
I didn't
It's,
even know I was abducted. Like it's
Mhm.
crazy.
but
Do,
see, I
do,
mean,
do you
Tawana's got
have
the
any, I'm sorry,
same.
do you have any memories
I did
of
it
like
again. You got
I'm
to
so,
cut that out.
okay,
Sorry.
I'll cut that. Don't worry. I'm really good with editing. Don't worry.
Okay.
So Leanne, do you have any memories of like okay, dreams, aliens, UFOs, maybe hopping dimensions, maybe like weird stuff, realistic dreams, anything like that at all? Have you seen these
All of
guys
the
before?
above. I've had vivid dreams. Yeah. Who are those guys? Are
The
those the
Grays.
Greys?
Yeah. I mean, like
Yeah,
in
the
your
Greys were
childhood
the
and
ones who abducted me.
hmm
Um, I remember being scared of aliens. I
hmm
remember looking at alien pictures and just being like, whoa. I remember looking at just a smoke alarm and it reminded me of a flying saucer. So I think in my mind, subconsciously, I knew about it. You
hmm
know, I remember these little moments where I'd like be afraid of aliens.
hmm
I noticed you have an ankh up there. That's lovely.
Oh
That's a
yeah.
sign of mine.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
I'm on the
Yep.
right path. I believe it. I did a
Cool.
meditation about ankhs.
Yeah, we're all on the same
Yeah,
team here. We might have had past lives together, who
that's it.
knows? Yep.
I got an ankh
I don't doubt
tattoo right
it.
here. Very faded, but I did it when I was like 15. I got a
Mm-hmm.
thing with aunks too.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Leanne and I have protection tattoos.
Oh,
That
this is
Yes,
man, I've always
I can.
like
I can't show it properly.
uh-huh.
Oh my
I see
God.
that's like a rune there.
Never mind.
Nice. Yeah, you
It
know,
is a
like
rune. Yeah.
the thing about
and then
tattoos, I see like oh god, society's just full of no offense, but dumb people. I mean, people are like, "Oh yeah, I just got drunk and got this thing on me. I don't know. It was for fun. It was a dare." It's like, dude, yeah, it's staying on your body forever. Like, there's no intention behind it. It's just for fun. I mean, there's always a meaning behind it. But if
Yeah.
I'm ever gonna get tattoos, if and when, it's gonna have very deep significance and power
yeah,
behind it,
yeah,
just
for
like what
sure.
you're talking about,
Yeah, for
right?
sure. She's got an
Yes,
anti-possession tattoo, which I
I
thought was really
do.
What's it
cool.
called?
You want
Anti-possession
it?
tattoo.
Ooh,
Anti-possession. It's off of Supernatural. It's this one.
oh, it's a pentacle in a sun. Nice. And when you put a circle around the symbol, it's
Yes.
like makes it like I don't know. Makes it like a sealed spell kind of thing, right? When you put a
Oh,
Yeah,
circle around
wow.
a symbol, that's why all these magic symbols have circles, you know?
you have to
That's
figure
good to know
too.
about the
Like
circle, right?
I would think that this would radiate into the, into your energy bodies. It's on you.
Hmm
So I would
And
think
over
this
the heart
radiates into
space too,
astral.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Great. Nice.
Every one of these guys I've drug in here with a tattoo gun and said, I'm putting protection tattoos on you. And
Nice.
many fights I had trying to get it on them, whatever was there would kick up. Like it's been a crazy journey.
hmm
So we all have that really heavy protection tattoos on us.
Nice. Awesome.
That's good.
Nice.
So all protections are layered. We have to
hmm
layer everything, but this vortex visualization is really important. When she's channeled my egregores, okay, and she knew things she wouldn't
I
know.
have.
Like for instance, when you brought through the dragon, you were just like, he just says roar, and I said, oh my god, that is so funny because I have a specific song. I wrap the dragon around everybody I'm protecting at the same time, and I go raw at them. So
Nice.
you didn't know that, and I thought that was so funny. And then she channeled
It's
my
amazing
Buddha.
what you can tap into,
Yeah,
eh?
yeah. Tell them what you got on the Buddha, my main Buddha that I used to check because I've always brought
Well,
in monad
yes.
energy to the Buddha, so it's pure light and love, and he's
So
cleared to people and pulsed energy and cleared them too. I'm sorry, I didn't mean.
hmm
Go ahead, Leanne.
it's okay. I remember the term bodhisattva. Have you heard of
Bodhisattva,
that?
yeah, I've always resonated with that word since I was young. I'm like, oh, that's definitely me.
Yes.
You know, it's a bodhisattva for those who don't know. It's a Buddha. A Buddha is one who has attained enlightenment. A bodhisattva is the Buddha who comes back down
Yeah,
from his enlightenment back to the earth to share it with everybody else. He doesn't just like go off into
So
like, oh, I
that's
did
what
it, I'm
she's
done.
channeling.
that's the Buddha. That is the soul transport. He stops time. He radiates monad energy. He feeds all the others, and he transmutes all the dark energy at the edge of
Hmm
the vortex. He's very powerful. He's about a
hmm
mile high. He's translucent and he radiates the
Does
energy
the
like a
bird's poop
wave.
on his head? He's so high.
And
Wow.
if you, yeah, she's channeled him. You can tell him what you channel, but if you visualize him with the vortex and the 3 dragons going around, and I have other things going on, but I'll just give y'all that because I don't generally give everybody everything. But if you will visualize him, it will
Gotta
clear
have
you.
some secret.
It will
Yeah.
clear you. Visualize the vortex going around you, eating the dark energy, energies, entities, attacks, and your own damn trauma. Throw that shit in there. Throw your story in there. We don't need these stories. I was a victim. This happened, that happened. We don't need none of that. Throw that in there too. I throw that in there all the time because this is a new life. And you know, I tell Leanne all the time, if you don't wake up happy, you're being attacked or you need to process something.
Yeah,
It's
you got to
one
do
of
something about it,
That's
right?
it.
exactly. Don't
And
just
Marcia,
sit in
we
it.
should mention.
It's
We
hard
should
because
mention. I
when you
find I get attacked. I get attacked in sleep a lot, so it's good to clear your astral, your before you dream, right, Marcia?
yes, it's important as hell because that's your most vulnerable. So we visualize that vortex going around everybody we protect, which is you now too, Andrew.
Thank you.
And we go around everybody just sucking up all that dark energy and entities and attacks, and we can clear a lot of shit. We can back a lot of shit off. And if you just call me and say, hey, I'm experiencing blah, 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 we can push back shit like a mofo, but you got to let me know, you know, to single in on you. So I get a lot of calls like that because I let them know, look, if you need me morning, noon, or night, I will get you in your power. I'll do it with you and we'll do it together. We'll hit the shit out of them because if you're feeling off, you're probably being attacked. You just start there. You start that vortex. You eat the dark energy. You eat the hell out of it until you see them disappearing. And you don't just do it for a minute or two. You do it until you feel great.
Right.
You see it sucking up every malevolent energy entity attack from anywhere, any time stream, galaxy, universe. It's being transmuted. Use my Buddha. It will transmute it. You don't have to worry about it. It's being transmitted far away from you. Eat that shit and let the monad energy, the real true God source energy channel through you and transmute it for you. You can use my egregore.
Yeah, you don't
I
have to
a lot
do
of
it
power.
alone, right, Marcia? I think that's a very important message. I just want to
Yes.
say a lot of people are struggling with depression and anxiety, and they don't know where it's coming from. And a lot of the times it's from these things.
Yeah.
And there is hope, you know? There's got to be hope.
Yeah, you give me
I'm
goosebumps.
still
I got
here.
goosebumps again from you. Nice.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
if Leanne can
Amazing.
dig out of her stuff, anybody can dig out because she was in there deep. She couldn't even feel source. She couldn't even feel love.
No, I couldn't. I felt so disconnected. I'm just going to take a drink, guys. I'm so thirsty.
Go for it,
You're
man.
good. You're good.
So,
I also like to use the affirmation, I am God. And just to clarify, it's not in the pretentious way, oh, I'm God. It's like, no, I am God. I'm one with everything. I'm one with the monad, one with source, you know? So that's another good affirmation.
It's not an ego ride. It is a connection with that larger energy. And through that, when you channel that through, so I've had to show Leanne how many hours we sat on the phone every single day.
We sat.
We just love each other.
One day we had a 3-hour call. We do.
Yeah. So I would watch the dips with her and I'd be like, Leanne, stop and clear right now. We're going to do it. We're going to put on this song. We're going to visualize this. And we'll have different visualizations we use and we're powerful together. We'll do it together, but I'm really good at getting people in their power because this is the frequency. Like I said before, if you watch like some of those paranormal shows and stuff where those little kids, they've been bothered for 10, 15, 20 years in their house, haunted by this demon or whatever. And one day it's messing with their brother or sister and they get that sacred rage and they go, get the fuck out now.
Nice.
And then it's done. It never comes back because that kid in that moment was in his power.
Yes.
That is when you can command your reality. You can't command
another good example of that.
Yeah, go for it.
I know it sounds silly, but you know, guys know Dragon Ball Z?
Yep.
Yep.
I've heard of kids using the Kamehameha and they got power from it. They like saved their own lives. Yeah.
I remember somebody, it was James's, I think it was James Ring's friend. Somebody was talking about that thing. Like, I made a Kamehameha. I'm like, wow, that's the real thing. Holy shit. Of course it is. I mean, yeah. Nice.
What is it? What is it?
Oh, it's like basically you know, they do like this. They say Kamehameha, and then it's like a ball of energy that shoots out. It's really powerful. Dragon Ball Z was such a cool show.
Oh yeah, my kid
totally
gets so much out of anime. He's like, they are telling so many secrets in the anime. You gotta watch that.
Oh yeah, they are. Just watch Avatar. It tells you how to clear your chakras.
Oh yeah,
How to attain
Avatar,
enlightenment.
Last
But
Airbender.
see,
Yes.
Yep.
you know, it really is about getting in your power any way that you get there. And it's your belief. Okay. So you have to understand everything is belief. And we are very powerful because
Yes.
our wide range of emotions. When you use
And
that
what
as
did Source
attack,
say?
huh?
Source said, believe, believe, believe.
Believe,
Bingo.
believe, believe. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when
Yes.
you channel and focus and know you're creating your own reality and you channel and focus hard into what you're trying to create, and like I said, you get stumped, call me. I'm endless creativity. I know how to outthink these assholes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, no, and I'm believe me, I've gotten really good.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. It's
So
great. Yeah.
yeah, so yeah, I mean, it was feeling a little off before we started. We cleared the shit out of it. When you clear it and you're in
Yes.
there, you'll feel it. Your body will light up. The sun will come out. All
Wow,
the time. Bob and I
that's
do that
funny
shit.
you say that because well like I
Sun
said
just
the
The
comes.
past
sun?
2 days I've been having there was this turmoil and I feel like I'm connected with the weather and I don't know if it's like I'm changing the weather or it's just like the whole energies and I'm just part of it or whatever, but this morning it was raining, it was super gloomy, as I
Uh-huh.
was going through this and you said it was healing off and then now the sun came out and the sun came out.
Mhm. Yes, we do this a lot. We'll
Wow.
go into a mega meditation with the vortex, and it'll be all chemtraily and shit, and then we look up and it's clear.
Hmm.
We do this all the time. You can ask
Wow.
Bob.
The
So
power of the mind,
it
right?
is.
Yeah.
You got to channel your focus. So if you're connected to all this dark shit, and look, that's where I'm good. I'm good at being oppressed and working my way out of it. I had to work my way out of it and work Chris out of it every time. So
Hmm.
try being oppressed and having to get a hold of it on you and someone else who's really acting out at the same time.
Hmm.
It is not fun, but I'll tell you what, it'll make you a strong, strong person.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
when y'all are feeling oppressed, that's when you need to call me because I'll be like, okay, we got this. And I'll work you into your power.
Hmm.
That is really what it is. It's a frequency you hold, and it is defining your borders and boundaries, and it is going in, doing the healing work,
Hmm.
which
Yep.
again, there's a great process. It's a Teal Swan video called the emotional healing process.
Yes.
Chris was just doing this the other day. I'll tell you what happened with Chris. We were in here and he had been having some major trauma from his life coming up for some shit, probably about a month. And it was getting pretty bad. And he came in here and we used to do this before we knew about the vagus nerve and all that. We would it's a process of going in your body and undoing the trauma in your body. You feel whatever's bothering you, and then you go in and find it in the body, locate the feeling in the body, and you just sit there with it and say, I want to experience you fully and completely, because it's trauma lodged in your body. You need to let it express. When you let it express, it works its way out of your body.
Mhm.
So in
That's the
this process,
pathway out. Hmm.
yeah, and it'll go one pathway out.
Hmm.
So it started in his chest, and when he started focusing on it, he thought he was going to have a heart attack. He was squirming, making the weirdest sounds. I was like, oh damn, this one's a bad one. Then he got it up to his throat, and it was burning him the whole way out. It was burning, 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 burning. And then he got it up to his face, and it was burning his face and his head so bad. And he let out this scream that I've never heard. It sounded like something leaving, like something. Because let me tell you this, your trauma, a lot of times is connected to entities. You will not know this. And these
Yes.
you got to root out by rooting out the trauma. So this process will do that. So as it was coming out, it had something attached, and I heard it come out. Or it was fighting. It was fighting. And then I brought him out and I did energy work on him, and I
Oh,
went
11,
nuts.
11, guys.
Cool. I went nuts on this motherfucker. I put a lot of emotion into it because I saw what just happened to him. So I had a lot of emotion to burn, which is power,
Hmm.
pure raw power.
Yeah.
And I was like, boom. And then
Hmm.
he felt this off his chest, and that
Wow.
shit was done. But it was
Nice.
connected to that trauma.
Hmm.
That trauma, and you have to burn through these traumas. That process that I just gave you, as you go to move these, what you do is you focus on it, and it will move. It will start moving as you start experiencing. It will start moving, and it will turn into something else. So it like I told you, it started in his chest. It felt like he was going to have a heart attack. It's burning all the way. It came up here. It was hurting his throat so bad. got in his head, bad headache. Then it come up here and he screamed and it was about to exit or it exited and there was something behind it. I don't know what it was, but when I went ape shit on clearing him that final time, something pulled out of his chest and it was connected to that.
Wow.
He told me it was connected.
Yeah.
So it's a process like that. You're going to encounter shit. You're going to encounter shit as you pull the trauma out, but you got to stay focused. Focus on doing it. Focus on getting through it. And it will start making you feel really bad, or really anxious. That's a big sign that there's something going on. Every
Yes, it is.
something good for you.
Anxiety is a huge one.
Yeah. And oh my God, the things we've unhooked, Leanne, I can't even remember them all. But it's been so much. We undid curses.
So many.
We cleared the family bloodline. We recalled energy. We sent back karma. We cut all hooks a million gazillion times with things. Just earlier, she was having something going on in her hand. And we were clearing that. And that was letting off. And that you were feeling an implant on that one too, Leanne?
It could have been an implant because I have like a raised bump in my hand. And I remember during a Reiki session, I remember telling my Reiki lady that they didn't want me to create. So
yeah, they don't want you to create. You know why? Because you're connected to source and you have that super creative. First of all, everybody can connect to source, and when people do get that channel, they become immensely great creators. And so exactly, they don't want you to create because they're afraid of our power. That's the whole thing.
So Andrew,
one of the in school.
Yeah.
Yep.
One of the curses that we just undid, again, we've undone it already, but like I said, some of this stuff's anchored in hard. You have to undo it a few times. That's why you got to read the book afterwards once you get through what you can.
Which book?
And the book, Putting the Puzzle Pieces Together.
Oh, yeah, right. Worley. Yeah, Laura Worley's amazing. Yeah. Yep.
And see, in that book, she uses Christ, and I've used Christ consciousness, and I've also just used source, the monad, your own power. It doesn't matter. It's all the same thing. It's a frequency of the creator. And when you tap into that and you channel that through you and you understand that you on a higher dimensional level, you are a large, huge being right there connected to source. When you channel that down through you and around you and you get serious and you command from that place, I command all curses be burnt off of me. One of the curses we just burn off again was to the arms and the hands that says you cannot create or do anything. That was one of the curses that they lay on you guys, to the hands and the arms. And she felt relief from that when we undid that right before we got on. So you see, we're constantly just keep checking for hooks. And she's doing her work, processing things and being more proactive with the meditation, because if you will get it super focused and focus your energy on clearing the negative energy before you get in a car ride, everyone. Like I do it. Like, you don't know how many times Chris calls me if I was not really in a lot of emotion or wasn't really in my power like I needed to be and really felt that, I got it. I would clear him, go back to sleep. He'd call me and say, hey, owner's being an asshole, the guys are being assholes. I'm like, I got it. I would go in, rip anything off of them that's affecting him, and then he always says, it's cool now. They're totally different. They're yes sir, no sir. It totally shifts them. They've got something that keeps trying to come in from them on him. Also, they've tried to lock down his machines at work 3 different times. I said, stop stressing. He couldn't figure it out. Even people he's calling couldn't figure it out. Said, stop stressing. Call in the monad frequency, call it in now, and plug it through the machine and command it from that space to come on. 3 different times we've done that very recently. Yesterday, it was either yesterday or the day before, he calls me, my car is messing up. I'm trying to get home, the car is messing up. I said, hold on, center yourself. Go into that source frequency, channel it through you, and push it into the car. Next thing you know, he's in the car coming home, like in minutes.
Yeah.
So
infinite creative potential. It can do literally anything. You just simply have to will it, have the intention, and have that emotional passion along with it. And you could, like, I love how you You know, just because we have a traumatic or negative emotion, it doesn't mean it's just negative and it's bad. And no, we can use that. Everything
It's
has its
fuel.
purpose. It's
That's
fuel.
the best fuel. I say all the time, all right, assholes, I'm depleted. Piss me off so I can hammer your ass.
Give me a little more. Right.
That's all I need.
Yeah.
And the minute they piss me off, I'm in. Boom.
Nice.
So I pre-clear the podcasts before we get on them. We were
Thank you
just
for that.
doing that.
Yeah,
We
I
were
personally
clearing
needed that
you.
too. Yeah.
We also pre-clearing one that's going to watch this so that they can see
Yes.
the information. Because if you'll get focused about your energy and stop letting it go here, there, and everywhere and do these types of things, think ahead, be smart, be creative, and say, okay, I got to go to the grocery store. I'm probably going to encounter some assholes. Let's go ahead and pre-clear their asses before I get there.
Mhm.
Do the vortex, clear them.
Yeah.
Use that emotion. That is the best, funnest thing you can do. Get that emotion, get it out like a bomb. This is another one we do, Leanne. Bring that shit out like a bomb. Oh my God, and explode it out of you. Boom! Put on a good, powerful song. That's the best way to plug in. Plug it into your ears so damn loud.
Yes.
Bottle that emotion up and attack them with it. They drain us with our emotions. If you turn that as a damn weapon, it's just like in Monsters Inc. That little kid is us. They're draining our energy. We're the power source. Just like that little kid was their power source for everything down there in Monsters Inc.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing to us. But the kid is the one with the power, right?
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're that little kid, and we're going, okay, they're getting us through tacit consent. They're getting us through these damn rituals. So this another thing we've been targeting is dissolving the time loop. We did some killer meditations with that. Powerful. The ones that light you up, that you feel on the inside. You know you're tapped in. So these are the things that I'm doing with the people I'm working with. It's no joke. And I'm available 24/7 for you because I will not start this process with you and leave you hanging.
Nice.
Ever. Because it's serious and it can mess you up.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure all the little stumbles you have along the way, I'm there for you. And I'm keeping your path as clear as I can. You have to understand some things are connected to you and your frequency. Oh my God. The best thing you can do is keep your frequency up. Yep. That is your best protection out of anything you can do. I don't care whatever crap you're dealing with, go through and transmute it with that vortex. And at the same time, clear everything. Use it as power to flash in your mind all the things they've done to hurt you and ruin everything here. And go on this sacred rage and be like, bam! And then after you do that, if you've still got something lingering, it's internal. But if you're running that vortex and you blow that stuff into it too, you throw your own pain and trauma into it, you're killing two birds with one stone. You're clearing your path. You're using the strongest energy you can summon outside of like sexual energy. And you can be using that too. By the way, I do that too.
Like, that's our creative force. I think that's like the most potent energy we have is, our
I don't
sexual
ever
energy.
waste
It's our creative force.
I don't ever waste that. And there are ways to circulate it in your body through that microcosmic orbit and circulate it and build it and then have that emotion that, and I'll do sigils too, that chaos magic, and I'll just focus on it because I don't do that to play. I do that for kicking ass. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Well, I will use that. And I will also use that for anything, healing, anything. Because that is the most potent energy you can use. So why not use everything they siphon from us that is our power against them? When you start doing that.
It already is our power. It was our power to start with. So we better claim it, right?
Everybody's so distracted and they have forgotten how to command their reality. They are not focused. Right, Leanne?
Yes.
It's like corral.
Very true. There are so many distractions.
Focus. What am I saying all the time, Leanne? Focus, because we'll be in the middle of something. And here goes this random thought, that random
That's
thought.
a good affirmation. Just simply focus. Like
yes. And as you use these visualizations, they will grow and strengthen the astral, and they will start really making an effect. So if there is a human being down here aiming something at you, you take that energy they're making you feel, and you use it as the biggest attack. And attack what is controlling them.
Yeah. This is great. Wonderful, Marcia. So we're at an hour. I'm getting a lot of people telling me, "Hey, man, you gotta go under an hour." And like, I agree. When I'm on YouTube, this was
Hey,
absolutely amazing. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for bringing Leanne on. And Leanne, if you ever want to talk more about your
thanks.
experiences, you are totally welcome to come on. This channel is for
I'd
everybody,
love
and
that.
yeah, it sounds like you're very much involved with exactly the subject matter we're talking about on this
There you
show.
go.
All this
Oh
stuff, right?
yeah,
So you're welcome to come
love
on.
it.
This was amazing. Leanne, thank you for sharing your experience. Marcia, thank you once again for, uh, teaching us and bringing us back to focus here. And, you kind of brought me back to focus personally here. And once again, the audience, uh, open yourself up to the energies she created here, but because this is for everyone. And if you want to find Marcia, I will leave her description, her information in the description, and you can reach out to her for her services. So thank you, and
Love to
hopefully we
hear
can do
that.
another show going deeper into this.
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
We can do more. We can talk forever about some of the crazy things we've uncovered.
Awesome.
Thank
All
you
right.
for
Oh, it's so true.
calling,
Take
Andrew.
care, everybody.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.